broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hey everybody, and welcome to AfterBuzz TV. This is the after show for Recovery Road. This is episode 5, My Loose Thread. And as you can hear by our theme song that we've chosen tonight, we are going to talk about Trish's new job that she got, because she is working. You guys can tweet at us throughout the show. You can find me at Heather Joy Smith, and of course I am Heather Joy Smith.
Hey guys, I'm Michelle Phi, and you can find me on Twitter _Michelle Phi.
And I'm Isis Velzquez. You can find me at Isis Velzquez and the number 4 on Instagram, Facebook, and all that good stuff.
I'm Becca Brown. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Becca B Talks TV.
And Becca is also on chat tonight, so if you are online watching, make sure to say hello to all of us and join the conversation. So, Trish tonight, we got to see her flashback, her new job. It was like the Trish show.
It was. Yeah. We got to see like 500,000 sides of her.
Yeah. We really did.
More than just the peppy Trish that we've been seeing, like the outgoing, smiling Trish.
We definitely got to see like angry, sad, emotional, drug addict, like literally every side of her tonight.
And we got to see
flashbacks.
We got to see a lot of the background of what really she is about and what really constitutes to maybe her drug addiction.
Yeah.
So I guess she was a very special child when she was little.
Right.
I don't know what constituted as special. Was she ADD? What exactly was it?
I have a feeling
like she was,
Yeah, I have a feeling it was probably something like that. That it's not like a huge deal, but like.
Yeah. It's not, but I feel like with the timeline of things, like ADD and like ADHD and things like that weren't really like known back then.
Right.
So I'm sure she had like a ton of energy and stuff like that, and they just didn't know how to deal with her, which is really sad.
And it seemed like her mom really wasn't going to be able to help the problem. She just kind of was going to dismiss it. And
I don't think she was dismissing it. I think she just felt like, you want to push a psychiatrist on my daughter, medication. Her mom was more of like the normal person that said, you know what, my child is, there's no problem. Maybe she might be a little bit imperative or, hyper, but I'm just going to take care of this. My daughter doesn't need any help. I don't think she was dismissive of it. She was just more being a protective parent instead of getting her into medication or getting into her psychiatrist. She was saying, no, we could fix this the right way, which is just basically paying attention to your child and making sure that everything's okay.
Right.
As a mom, she's just defending her child as best as she can. I thought little Trish was adorable.
Yeah.
I kind of got, maybe I'm wrong, but I kind of got a feeling that her mom, I don't know, wasn't like always there for her in the right ways. And maybe that's what led to her doing drugs. And then I felt like the mom isn't there now, really, like supportive.
I was curious watching this episode about whether we're going to see her mom in future episodes, like in real time.
I don't know if it's me, but I feel like the mother somehow is a good mother, even though we don't know exactly the root of why the mother is not around. But even her, somewhere in the episode, she's saying, "Okay, I gotta tell my mom." We don't know. Maybe her mom got away after she sees her daughter going through this meth addiction, and at the same time, but her mother, somewhere in the flashback, we see that her mother is like, "You're not fit to be a mother. Like you can't do this. Like you need help." So I don't know if the mother is a bad person here. Maybe somewhere there she kind of left. Because, as a parent, I think as a parent, to see your child going through an addiction, I think it could go either way. Yeah. Your parent can be there, supportive along the way, or a parent can be so devastated that they don't want to be part of that, or they just refuse to associate themselves.
That might be what's happening.
Or believe that their child is an addict.
Right. Sometimes the parents have to let their child fall as far down the rabbit hole as they possibly can. But I wish tonight we would have saw her mom come back, because Trish is obviously trying to change her life, trying to get her daughter back, making right choices now. So
I feel like
interesting.
I feel like next week, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of hope.
Be a good episode for her mom to come back.
Right. Not to jump ahead, because I hate doing that, but we do end it with Trish saying, my daughter is missing. And at first, I kind of felt like, I wonder if that mom took off with the daughter somewhere.
I was feeling the same way.
I didn't think about that.
That's a good storyline.
Yeah.
That's a really let's put
That
that in.
That was
Say
the
that for
first
prediction.
Yeah, I know
Yes.
that's my prediction, throwing it
Yes.
out there. But that was the first thing that came to my mind is her mom is trying to protect her daughter from Trish, because her mom probably doesn't know if Trish is good or
Getting
bad
better
or
or
getting
not.
better or whatever her state of mind is, and she just wants to protect her granddaughter.
Right.
So that was my first
Did
thought.
not think about that.
I'm curious if we're going to see what happens next week, because I know we see more of Trish's storyline next week.
Right.
Oh.
Good prediction.
Just throwing it out
I like
there
it.
early.
I like
Great
it.
one.
But Margarita, we know, came to Trish and said, you can come work at my restaurant. Things don't really work out that well at first.
Oh my god. No, that was fantastic.
Yeah. I mean,
that little montage of her like trying her absolute best, which props to her for trying, but she just that wasn't working out for her at all.
Yeah.
Right.
Messing up orders.
That was a good montage. You're right.
That
It
was
was
so
funny.
good.
It was funny.
I love when
Hilarious.
she's sitting with the guy telling him about
She sits
Yeah.
she sits down.
Don't
like,
do drugs.
I'm like, okay, you're talking entirely too much about your problems.
She like literally has no filter.
No.
There comes a point where you need to like be quiet.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
like, stop telling him.
Stop talking. He doesn't want to know.
Right.
He's probably waiting for his date.
Yeah. But she really was trying.
She was, yeah.
As horribly as it was coming across. She
So
really
cute.
was trying. And I think Margarita's husband actually did notice that she was trying and making an attempt to do this, and maybe that's why he came to her.
First, he was kind of.
Oh, but
Yeah.
side note, was anyone as surprised as I was when he was alive? Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
because she talked about stabbing him so many times that
I
would
always
just
thought he was
assume
dead.
that he was dead.
Oh yeah.
I thought he was dead too, but it was
Yeah.
funny. And the good thing about it is that at the end he tells her, "I gave you a second chance.
Yes.
Right.
You need to do the same thing with Trish."
What?
So it's kind of nice to see that. And not only that, it's funny because in the beginning, he was like, "What are you doing bringing one of the girls here?"
Right.
And
Yeah.
then he kind
that's what
of,
I was like, wait. Okay, so it's switched now.
yes, he had some empathy. He saw how hard she was working, and then he's told her, "I gave you an opportunity, so why not?" So that was really nice to see how it all turned around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about her son, too, because we got to meet him
Oh,
today.
yeah.
He was cute.
He's a cutie.
Very good.
Yes.
But he actually seemed to want to give her a chance, too, and really wanted to talk to her about different things, and I liked him and his character.
I feel like Trish and him becoming
Me
an
too.
item is not out of the question.
No, not at all. I agree.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that though.
Really?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
that's
yet.
true.
Maybe
feel like,
second
you know,
season.
soon.
Second season.
Second season.
Yes.
But eventually down the line.
Yeah.
Yes. Right now we need to focus on her and her daughter.
Yes.
It's just too much drama going on.
Yeah.
She
Right.
doesn't need a man in there.
Too much.
Interesting. Let's see. What else?
Can we go over the therapy? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
so once we see the flashback of what's
Good.
going on with Trish, we go into group therapy, which is something that what I like to see, because from there we get to learn also about ourselves.
Right.
So the group therapy that we have here was a therapy with the animals, which you guys saw that. Which
Animal Farm.
Animal Farm. So you basically had to pick an animal to describe you and your family.
Right.
And that was very interesting. The one thing that kind of just makes me think what's going on, because I didn't understand, is that Margarita puts everybody as a lion, and at the end she puts a turtle and she says, "That's my husband."
Right.
Now,
Hilarious.
why do you guys think that?
I don't know. I would have liked to have seen a animal that maybe it's like
I'm like waiting to hear what you have to say.
But nobody
I don't
thought
even
about
know the
this.
word, like, you know, like I don't know, a sloth or something. I don't know, like
Oh my god.
what animal
Terrible.
like is just like there.
A sloth.
Just there.
Yeah, like you know.
Yeah.
But
I guess it's kind of it. I don't know, maybe.
But why was the turtle there? I don't get it. What was she trying to? Because her
That he's
husband.
different?
I did see that her husband. I didn't see him as slow because that's what a turtle
No.
represents. So, did
I
anybody
mean, the
try
only
to
thing I
figure
can think
out?
of, like, the shell, she stabbed him, and he's still alive, so maybe the shell was his
That's
protected.
really mean.
I mean,
know.
there you go, too.
There you go.
Can we please?
I just think she has a very weird sense of humor.
Yeah.
I think
That's
like,
all I was thinking about it.
I'm not sure about, like, don't quote me on this, I'm not sure. But I think, like, in Asian cultures, they see turtles as, like, a sign of longevity. And since he didn't die when
I really like that.
him.
That's really nice.
I think that's what it is.
Let's
That
ask our
could be what it
viewers.
is.
Let's ask our viewers if you guys can please hit us up on YouTube and let us know. What did you guys
Oh.
think the husband as a turtle represented? Do we have anybody? Is
Well,
any, look,
Jordan
we do-
said maybe a turtle is old and wise.
Oh, that's a good one.
Jordan Vance.
Yep.
Yes.
Shout out to Jordan.
Okay.
And
Yes.
after tonight's episode, after watching the whole thing, I might have to agree with that.
Yes.
Yeah,
no,
that's true.
I think
We
that's
should-
a great point.
Great point.
Can you do me a favor? Can you email or text or Facebook one of the producers and say
Bert and Karen.
Bert.
Bert and Karen, if you're watching, let us know what
does
the turtle
represent?
means.
What does the turtle represent?
Is Jordan right?
Yes. So let's text him that.
Yeah.
Because we're still confused about that. We really are. Any other viewers, please let us know what the turtle represents because we're all here confused. We
Yeah.
have here longevity. Is
Maybe
from an
it's
Asian
all
culture.
answers.
Possibly. I don't know.
Maybe everyone's right.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes. All right.
Strange
There's
way.
no wrong answer.
Going through that, do you guys have an animal that represents you?
I have an animal that I want to represent.
Yeah, me too.
Think of an animal that represents you, not that you want, but that represents you. This is
Okay.
therapy, guys.
I don't,
Okay.
but I liked Maddie's answer. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
That she's a squirrel.
I liked I'm a squirrel in my mom's cat because I don't care.
That was a
cute.
good
Her
answer.
sarcasm
That was good.
is just brilliant. Also, just gonna throw out that Trish waking her up and Margarita helping. I need Margarita to like help me wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
I need someone to like come in my room and like throw
flip the
like
mattress.
flip the mattress
Right.
over so I can wake up.
My mom never did that. She never threw the, flipped the mattress to wake me up. She never did that. I don't know what she did, but she did
Probably
it.
yell at you.
Yeah, a couple of
Spilled water.
times. Yeah. You know what? My mom was really good. She would I would be sleeping and she'll put my socks, my shoes. She'll dress me. And she's like, okay, come on. And she'll dress me while I'm sleeping. She'll just dress me. So.
Oh my God,
Disclosure,
goals.
Isis's mom is in the studio tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, so you see, my mom was very caring in that sense. I remember, mommy. I remember. All right. Any animal that represents you guys?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Think
to
about
think
it
about
for
this one.
the end.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, nobody's answering, so I'm not answering either. It's okay.
Oh.
Let's also go over the 12-step, what the 12-step recovery program,
Right.
12 steps are basically. And then we talked about how Maddie was looking for a sponsor. And for those of you guys that don't know what a sponsor is when it comes to the 12-step, is a sponsor is a person that helps you go through this 12-step program in sobriety. Hopefully throughout the season we get to see what the 12 steps are. Or maybe another show we could talk about what the 12 steps are. And we see Maddie as her counselor. No, her counselor.
Yeah, Cynthia.
Cynthia. See, I get names.
Yeah.
You know me and names, guys. Cynthia to be her sponsor. And in this, we see kind of like a conflict of interest from Cynthia and Maddie's mom. Maddie's mom is
Yeah.
not liking the idea.
She was not liking the idea.
At first, she was just kind of brushing it off.
I feel like she still thought about it very quickly and was like, this isn't a good idea. I need to get off the phone, so I'm just going to
So I don't go
yeah.
crazy on this woman.
I kind of feel like at first she was like, oh, whatever, like, what the heck, like, Cynthia was the person to get Maddie into rehab
Yeah.
or, like, sobriety in the first place, so she was like, oh, she'll probably be a good help. But then after she realized, like, what...
when Wes told her.
When Wes told her what a sponsor does, like, she obviously got really jealous.
Yeah.
I was
You know,
She's
jealous.
like,
That's
wait,
what it
so my
really
daughter's
was.
not going to tell me everything? And
Yeah.
she's
Right.
going to go to this other woman who's her school counselor.
Right.
And like, not to like say anything bad about Maddie's mom, but Maddie was not going to her mom in the first place
Oh,
about
no.
things.
Right.
So what made her think that she would go now?
Right.
I don't think it's not so much as in jealousy. I think there's also something laying behind her mother's past that maybe she doesn't want anybody to know. This is just because she did
that's
say
a good
this is our business.
Right.
So there's more just than jealousy here. There's also that back end of like, wait, you need to know
Right.
everything that's going on and things
She doesn't
like
want
that.
to air all her dirty laundry that's happened over the years, probably.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I also, sorry.
No. So I think that's another the behind the mother's thought
Right.
thinking.
Yeah. Well, I also think like a part of it was jealousy just because when her dad had died, do you remember in the beginning where her mom was like, it was really hard for Maddie to like open up to me, and like I didn't know what was going on in her life, but her dad knew. So I feel like that was part of the reason why she got so angry
Because
in the
she's
first
never
place.
been
is
the
because-
person to know.
And
Right.
And Maddie like wouldn't go to her, first off as a person like, oh mom, like I need help. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
she wants to.
Yeah.
She wants Maddie to trust her
Right.
with
But it's
her problems. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
We'll
Hopefully,
see what happens.
I found it interesting because I felt like when Maddie asked Cynthia to be her sponsor, at first she was just kind of like saying it
Yeah.
to just be like, okay, I'll go through with this.
Right.
right.
And later on, she was actually like, seemed very
Like she really
I
wanted
want
her.
you to help
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Which-
started to take it more seriously. You're right.
Yeah. Like at first it was like, no, please like stop messing up my life thing still.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Let's talk about Wes and Maddie and their relationship this episode, because I really loved seeing
heart.
them
Yeah.
and just like Wes, was trying to help Maddie and showed her his way of coping with things by building the airplanes and teaching her how to fly them. And it was just
They were
It was
so
really cute. It was really
cute.
sweet.
you guys and this
Oh my-
cuteness.
and
You
it
guys are
started-
missing the point here. This is teaching her to stay sober.
Right.
But they're helping each other.
they're
and
helping
it's
each other, and
cute.
it's cute at the same time. I mean, let's be real. She's not gonna like go make airplanes now to keep her sober. She's got to find her own thing that
Yeah.
she can do to
That,
keep herself.
that airplane thing
Right.
obviously
But-
didn't work.
Right. But it was good for him to open up and show her what he's been able to do and how he copes with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she can
I would-
find her.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I would like to see it as more of, like, I guess in a way, like a codependent but platonic relationship.
Right.
I mean, as cute as they are together, I just don't think it's the time or place to be
They haven't
together.
They haven't gotten together yet.
Well, they almost
So-
did. Almost.
I'm the opposite. I'm the complete opposite, and I'm just like, wait, where's the kiss?
Right.
I'm waiting. I'm like hanging on to my seat.
We did see a kiss in this scene, and it was
Oh!
Wes's
Oh my God. I was
Wes'
like, we
grandma.
did?
I'm
I
like,
was
wait,
like,
wait,
did
did I
I-
miss something?
Did
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
guys, come on, you guys did not miss it. We all saw
we
Wes'
all saw it.
grandmother.
So Wes's grandma is obviously living.
grand.
She's getting around. No, she's living in a nursing home, and Wes and Maddie go and basically bail her out, and
It was
and
so funny.
to go to a funeral of somebody.
Maddie walks into this guy's room. Hi, Grandpa. I'm
Yeah.
like, what? What are you doing? Stop.
Can somebody tell me behind, because maybe, I don't know if it's part of the writing process, but there was something in the scene that you get to see, number one, get the keys, number two, and it was written on the screen.
I think that was just their plan.
It's
But why was the plan shown on TV written wise? That's where I want to know. What were they trying to do for us, the audience, to understand?
I don't think they ever, like,
I think it
talked
was just
about
for
it,
fun.
didn't they?
Yeah,
I think it's just a fun thing because they do the lists and they show the lists on screen. I think that's just like the format of how the show is
Yeah.
supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was just to show us what their plan was for the day. Just something fun.
I also like Wes met Maddie's mom and then Maddie met Wes's grandmother and I'm like, okay, so wedding?
Yeah.
oh my goodness. Looking too far into the future.
We're ready. Families like
I
each
can't
other.
help it. I'm shipping it.
This is like, that
I
would
feel
be
like
like
me and
6th
Isis
season.
are like the more like level-headed ones, like non-relationship, and then Heather and
Focus.
Becca
Then
are
I'm
like,
like-
no, they need to get married.
Yep.
Hey, I didn't say marriage just yet. Okay.
But you're leaning towards.
I just like the way things are going.
Okay.
I
Leaning towards the one.
leaning towards it. But Wes also opened up, that he has been sober now almost 6 months. 6 months is kind of his time frame when he ends up falling back into drugs and alcohol, and so this is kind of a big milestone for him.
So
to
basically, the rest of the season, I'm gonna be like,
right,
Nervous.
yeah,
like this is a big moment in his
Yeah.
life. He's got to get past this.
yep.
And I think he will, because he's doing all the right things. He's in this sober
Will he?
living. Yeah.
Well, you guys weren't here yesterday. I mean, last week. But last week,
Oh yeah.
I did say that I want to see Maddie falling off the wagon.
I
know that's really
Oh
hard.
my
I
gosh.
thought she was going to
I
last
thought,
week.
yeah,
I thought she was too.
But
Yeah.
this is the reason why I said that I want to see her falling off the wagon. It's too easy.
Yeah.
As an addict, for you to just go through
Cold
therapy
turkey.
and it's okay and not fall off the wagon and not again try to use is just too easy. So this is why I want to see that vulnerable side of Maddie again, taking a drink or whatever that may be. What will also be interesting, and maybe you could leave this to season 2 or season 3, is to also see Wes falling off the wagon, but this time with Maddie.
Oh, like
See-
them together.
Them together, yeah. So this is where we go back to the psychology of when Wes said in 2 episodes ago, I don't know how it all felt the same. Being sober, not being sober, being in love, using, being with somebody that you care about, it all felt the same. So here we could see, if that were to happen, for Maddie and Wes to fall off the wagon together, here we get to see the same thing that Wes went through.
Oh, that's true.
So then we get to see, well, what is it exactly your trigger? What's going on? You're repeating the same pattern. Why?
Maybe
So
the
you need-
trigger was Harper last time.
Yeah, like a girl.
Harper, like a girl.
Yeah.
And that's why one of the things about sobriety is they said you cannot be in a relationship. So this is, guys, it gets really psychology here,
just
Whoopi.
did
No
her
kidding.
homework.
She's like a
You know-
psychologist over here.
Listen, I'm really into this show because not so much of like the relationships of these characters, is because of what the show is about, to see recovery in
Yeah.
addicts. I think that's something that's so beautiful for people that don't have experience with being an addict or seeing addicts, or people that want to learn about that, or people that have family members that have some kind of addiction, whether it's drugs, alcohol, maybe even, I think OCD behavior is also like an addiction.
Yes, yeah.
So.
You're right.
Yeah. I
got too deep here,
no,
guys.
I know. I'm like, no,
went really
I agree.
far.
I agree. But also, I think another thing that could happen is that maybe we see her friends Ellie and Nyla catching on to, like,
But
I mean, they're slowly catching on
Yeah.
to.
They seem a
Actually,
little-
they pretty quickly. They
Yeah.
got on pretty quickly until they.
I put
I
it
still
here.
don't think they've fully understood what's going on,
No,
but
I
they
don't think-
definitely
they know
are
something's
very
up.
suspicious
Yeah.
now.
But I think something else that could happen is they could realize that they need to, like, not get to the point where Maddie is right now.
yeah.
Well,
That they'll be scared.
I feel like
based on-
they're just as
Oh no, they're
bad
just as
she
bad, if
was,
not
yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe either they'll join her in this,
Yeah.
or they'll be like, "Oh, Maddie ended up in this place. We can't go there."
Right.
guys, should we go to predictions? Because I think we're
I got one more thing before
one more
we get
thing,
to.
please.
Okay, so on the note of that is we also got introduced to Wes's brother tonight at the very end.
Oh,
yes.
Who obviously is still dealing drugs and comes into the house, finds out where he's at. Huge issue there.
Oh my God. That,
And then we also hear that he's asking, "Hey, mom is back. Wants to know."
Right.
Wes doesn't want to see his mom. He doesn't want to have. Looks like he doesn't want to have anything to do with his family unless it's his grandmother.
Right.
Yeah.
And even his brother is asking him, "Where's grandma?"
Yeah, because he has power of attorney over grandma. So that's an interesting storyline that we're gonna have to keep up with.
And Wes is the favorite child.
Exactly.
So,
Yep.
I can see
Okay.
why.
yes.
On that note, let's get into some predictions.
Predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV
Predictions.
Go, Isis.
Go.
I feel like my predictions are so like.
I feel
It
like
sounds
they're very
negative.
on point though.
They're-
No,
They're
you're
on
like
point?
done your research
Yeah, no,
tonight.
because the show is very real.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, what I'm thinking isn't realistic for like
Right, Becca and
real
I are
life.
still in fairy tale
I'm
land
in
with
fairy
these
tale
couples.
land, yeah.
This is not
I
about
can't
Wes.
help it.
This is not about Wes and Maddie falling in love in therapy. No, and it's just my way of thinking of just how, writing wise. My predictions. I want to see Maddie falling off the wagon, and I want it to be so simple, so kind of that it's kind of like what?
Poetic.
Yes, it's
like
poetic.
within like 5 minutes.
Yes. Wes, I want to see him fall off the wagon with Maddie. I don't want to see him alone. I don't know why. I want to, because there you go. Now you have.
Yeah.
Now you have
No,
that.
you guys start thinking love here.
Yeah.
I think it will be something to kind of trigger and make him realize, okay, what's the real reason? I don't need another Harper in my life.
And then they can help each other.
Help each other.
Right.
I want
And
to.
then they can kiss.
I want to see. I want to see a flashback of the mother. I want to see what's the mother hiding. And I think there's some kind of addiction. Maybe not her. Maybe there's her mother has a gene of her mother. Maybe could have been an alcoholic. And from there, we could talk in the storyline how addiction. There's a gene. Everybody knows that addiction comes from genetics. So maybe Maddie's mother's mother, her grandmother, was an alcoholic or some kind of addict. So that's what I would like to see. That's my prediction, that we're going to discover something from Maddie's mother's past.
Interesting. I think
Should have
someone.
saved you for last. That was
I
really
know, that was
prediction.
good. I don't know how to follow
I
that
can't
up.
follow.
Yeah, my
Bert, are you
prediction
watching?
would be
Bert,
good.
I think I should ask Bert. I want to be a guest writer for an episode.
My prediction won't be as good. And I think I should be a perfect guest writer. And then
Thank you.
Based on that.
Let's just call it a wrap now.
But someone I'd like to see like fall off the wagon and get back into trouble is Cynthia, actually.
Oh, uh-huh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I think that would be very interesting.
that's really
And
harsh.
that's breaking her heart.
Yes, because she's been sober for over 20-something years.
She'd be hypocritical if she did.
That'd be very interesting though.
That's not cool.
Can I piggyback off of that one and say why she would do it? Because that husband of hers.
Oh my god.
Oh,
her
yeah.
fiance is
Her
the
fiance.
worst.
He
I
is
don't
the
like her
worst.
fiance. I
He
was
needs to
saying that.
get the heck out.
But that's
I don't like her fiance, but I don't think I went that far last week. But yeah.
That's really good, because that's a trigger right there. When the thing about addiction is that when you fall into hard times, that's where you go back to using. And it is very hard for you to be with a man for so many years. You're gonna marry, and then I don't know,
And
maybe
he's
she
not
catches
supportive.
him cheating or
Right.
something happens. where
I can see that happening.
Totally.
so that
Yeah.
could really be be a
Be
trigger.
with him though.
That could be a
Because
trigger
not
for Cynthia. So that's
Yeah.
really good prediction.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm also going to go back to my prediction with Trish's mom taking the baby.
I like that.
Yeah, definitely. I think she's the one who
Agreed.
has it. Yep. And that's all I got for now.
I'm gonna piggyback off your prediction and think that her mom probably took the baby away just for like the good of her child.
Right.
Just because Trish isn't necessarily a good thing for her right now. So
She doesn't
Yeah.
know if
Right.
Trish is
Right.
is the
I
thing.
think I'm a little
I mean, it's
skeptical of this mother.
heartbreaking, but I think her mom is trying to do what she thinks is right for
Yes.
her grandchild. So she probably just told Trish that her daughter went missing when in fact her daughter did not.
Yeah. Which
Interesting.
could lead Trish to fall off the wagon too, because that's a lot of emotions to deal with.
Oh my god, you guys were
at
only
this
5
point-
episodes in.
At this point, everyone could fall off that
I
wagon.
know.
Anything could happen at this
Anything
point.
could
That's
happen
true.
with this show.
Well,
So good.
let's read some of the predictions that people have here.
Yeah.
We have, okay, this prediction, I love it because I think we did see this. I see Wes and his brother fighting. Jordan, we did see that too in the upcoming episode. But thank you.
But that was good.
Yeah, that was really good.
Great prediction.
And Trish, put a little bit up, and Trish being pushed to the edge, and she might try to use again to deal with her daughter missing. Yes, and I think she will be what I kind of could go with that. I think she's one of those addicts that easily because remember that's the whole reason why she's staying sober.
Yep.
So now she doesn't have that reason. It's a daughter.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm interested to see more of that emotion from Trish.
Totally, because we
I love Happy Trish so much.
I do too.
She's so cute.
I love Happy
and I want
Trish.
to be best friends with
But
Happy
it's
Trish.
been so good this episode to see a different side of her.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
good. I mean, Kyla's acting in this was fantastic.
We have another prediction here from Chase Williams. Predictions: her friends are gonna put 2 and 2 together. Wes is gonna come in between Maddie and her man.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Right? We don't even.
I was gonna say
I'm sure Maddie forgets
I
about
forgot
him.
about.
Zach needs to
She
go
did
away.
She did forget about him last week.
Yeah, his birthday.
She forgot his birthday.
Bye.
And
Peace.
that's cute.
It's nice knowing
Well,
you.
I can. Well,
I
like,
like
she
the
didn't
actor,
have her
but-
phone, so I'll give her that. She didn't have her phone on her. She didn't have her calendar. It's fine.
It's easy to forget.
Whatever. He didn't look at that video. So
Yeah,
He did it,
Yeah,
you're
he
right.
didn't- even Ellie looked at that video more
Yeah.
than him. Come on.
gross.
But I didn't like that. It was so sad. Like
was
So
everybody-
rude.
It was.
Yeah, it was actually
like,
very
okay,
rude.
Maddie.
It was rude.
Like, time for you to go date Wes.
This is not a prediction. This is not a prediction, but something that Jordan Vance says, and it's something that I wanted to talk about, but you just said it for us. So I love the moment when Wes said, "When I'm sober, I realize I do not really like my supposed friends."
Oh, I did write that
We
down.
did write that.
Yeah,
you
I
see?
wrote that down. I totally skipped over that. Yes,
too.
that was a
I like-
great line.
Have you
I
guys
also-
been with your friends? Well, we're sober, so
Yeah, I
let's
was
not even
like-
ask that question.
Yeah, but
alcoholic.
there are times when you move on from friends in your
Yeah.
lifetime.
Yeah,
you know?
and you're like,
you move
oh.
on from different things, or you don't like how they're behaving, and you move on.
Yes.
It's nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing new. I feel like
yeah.
that's probably like him growing up. Like him getting over his addiction is him growing up and moving to like another chapter in his life.
Right.
So his friends aren't in that next chapter, so to speak. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
He has
it's
good
understandable.
people around him now who he can
Right.
exactly.
relate to because everyone's going through the same thing at Springtime Meadows, right?
Right.
So,
Well, guys, moving along from predictions.
Yeah.
We're about to end the show, but I wanted to we haven't had a pearl of wisdom for a while now.
Okay, what was
because we've been
yours?
having guests and things like that. The pearl of wisdom, which I want you guys to hashtag, and hopefully you guys hashtag it, put a picture up of what represents that pearl of wisdom that we have for today's show.
send us a tweet.
Yes, send us a tweet, and it comes from Wes' grandmother, and I love this pearl of wisdom because I'm going through something right now, and I'm like, okay. She just gave me the answer. I'd say, pay attention to signs. It could be the slightest thing. So I'm watching this show, and Wes's grandmother says, hashtag pearl of wisdom, don't be afraid to try, get hurt, and to be human. All right?
Yes. I also like that Wes's grandmother ships
totally.
Wes Matt.
Well, she's a grandmother.
So great.
She's
And
so cute.
That was a beautiful scene of her saying, "What's the deal with you guys?"
Right.
You know, and then she says, "You know, you guys are like, don't let
Right.
time pass you." So again, guys, I'm gonna repeat it again. Hashtag, don't be afraid to try, get hurt, and to be human. And put a picture of whatever that represents to you. Let us know. Hashtag it, and also hashtag it to AfterBuzz TV. Hashtag it to Recovery Road. Hashtag it to everyone from the show, and even
ABTVRR.
us.
Yeah,
even
do
us.
Hashtag ABTVRR, and the ones we get, we will post next week if that's
Yeah.
okay with you guys. We'll show them during our show. I think it'll be fun.
Yes.
And next week we have a special guest in studio, so make sure you guys are tuning in
Follow.
live so you can chat along and
We'll
ask
announce
questions.
it within the next couple days.
Yeah, we can't announce it just yet, but we'll let you know on
Yeah.
Twitter. So, everyone, where can they find you on Twitter?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Becca B Talks TV.
And you can find me, Isis Velzquez, and the number 4 on Instagram and Facebook and all that good stuff.
You can find me at _Michelle Phi on Facebook. Oh wait, no, Twitter and Instagram. Facebook, no.
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, pretty much every social media at Heather Joy Smith. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.